Hello my friends, Stark here, Stark date 2022.03.14. In this video, I want to explain my reasons for disliking the 2002 to 2009 GMT360 and GMT370 platforms so much. This junk is a 2005 Chevrolet TrailBlazer EXT. That's the long wheelbase variant, which means that it is a member of the relatively uncommon GMT 370 platform. The vastly more common GMT 360 platform is the regular wheelbase type, or short wheelbase if you prefer. So which vehicles comprise the GMT 360 platform? Well, obviously the Chevrolet TrailBlazer, also the GMC Envoy, Buick Rainier, Oldsmobile Bravada, Isuzu Ascender, and believe it or not, even the Saab 97X. At that time, GM was the majority shareholder in Saab automobiles. May they rest in peace. The vast majority of 2002 to 2009 TrailBlazers and sister vehicles have this engine, the 4.2-liter straight six, known as the Atlas. Optionally available was a 5.3-liter V8, and the TrailBlazer SS Supersport was equipped with a 6.0-liter V8. Here's the aluminum oil pan. It's a really beefy construction because for this engine, the oil pan is a structural component. Here we can see the front drive shaft running forwards from the transfer case to the front differential. Note that the front differential is bolted to the oil pan. So I think this illustrates the level of confidence that the designers had in the structural integrity of this oil pan, the fact that they would be willing to bolt the front differential to it. On the left side of the front differential is a standard CV type axle leading to the front left hub. Now here's where the engineering becomes insane. On the right side of the front differential is an axle shaft which runs through a port tube in the oil pan, out the other side, and thence to another CV axle leading to the front right hub. So this oil pan is perforated by the front right axle. Yes, it really is that stupid and that cumbersome for mechanics to work upon this vehicle. So what are the consequences of the decision to run a drive axle through the oil pan? The timing chain of this 4.2 liter straight six Atlas engine is way too loose. So this engine needs a new timing chain and almost certainly new chain guides. In order to replace the timing chain and guides, we obviously need to remove the timing cover. There are plenty of obstacles in the way of removing the timing cover. We have the harmonic balancer on the crankshaft. I see that the serpentine belt tensioner is in the way, and here's a big one. Behind this pulley is the coolant pump, and then on the front end is the radiator fan. Now, a major obstacle to removing the timing cover on this engine is the fact that the oil pan must be removed beforehand. That's right, it's not possible to remove the timing cover on the 4.2 liter straight six until the oil pan has been dropped. But what did we discover on the other TrailBlazer in the workshop? The drive axle runs through the oil pan. So in order to replace the timing chain and guides, we need to disassemble the front drive axle, remove that front differential, remove the whole drive axle from the oil pan, drop the oil pan, and then finally remove the timing cover. That is hours of labor and work in order to accomplish what should be a relatively simple task to replace the timing chain and guides. So suddenly the proposition isn't worthwhile. This 2005 Chevrolet TrailBlazer EXT is simply not worth the effort. And that's why I dislike the GMT360 and GMT370 platforms so much. You would be right to wonder about the optionally available V8 engines, especially given that other V8 powered platforms optionally available with four-wheel drive, such as the Chevrolet Suburban and Chevrolet Express, have the front axle running under the engine and not through it. Unfortunately, for the GMT360 and GMT370 platforms, the axle shaft perforates the oil pan for all engines, including the 5.3 and 6.0 V8 options. There is, however, to the best of my knowledge, an advantage in the V8 engines. The oil pan does not need to be dropped in order to remove the timing cover. If I'm wrong about that, would someone please correct me in the comments below? So why did the designers engineer such a nonsensical four-wheel drive system for the TrailBlazer and its sister vehicles? The answer is that they wanted a low hood height, which is difficult to achieve upon a four-wheel drive SUV, especially when the standard engine is a straight six, and straight engines are always a little taller than V engines, such as V6 or V8. Just one day later and spring is here in Indiana. Let's hope that spring visits Ukraine too. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Take care. See you next time.